Hi, my name is Lisa and today I'm gonna do a speed build. I've been waiting to build a house like this for a while and finally got around to do it, and I thought, well, let's record it. This is gonna be like a Spanish type of house. You will see when we start to build it a bit more. See, now we're putting in some archways that you typically see in a Spanish type of house. And here you're seeing that I want to build a pool that's surrounded by the archway, but the pool will be only very small because the archway is something that the sim should be able to walk through. But later you will see that I decide to not use the inside bit of the pool and just go with an outside pool. I had a lot of fun building the house. I always really like building houses, and this was on my mind for a while, so I'm very glad that I finally got around to doing it. And I really like how it turns out in the end. Here you see me picking a door. I really wanted to use a door that looked like it could belong on a house like this. So this door seems to be okay. And now we're picking out some windows. First we're putting on the top layer of the house. And you see me figuring out the floor plan. And in the end I put the living room upstairs instead of downstairs, because I thought, well, that probably is a better way for the house, because downstairs there's not that much of room. I started playing The Sims years ago when it was just The Sims 1, and I always found myself getting myself lost in the game, spending hours on just playing and building. So when The Sims 2 came out, I also bought that, and then a couple of years ago I decided to start playing again, and then bought The Sims 3. I don't have that many expansions, just a couple, but I enjoy what I have, and what I don't have, what I would like to have, I always trying to find some custom content to fill in the gaps where I need something extra. So I always tend to build with a lot of custom content. I don't think that I'm ready to buy The Sims 4 yet, as I really enjoy having the pets expansion pack, and there is no pets yet scheduled to come out. So I think that when they put that in, I might end up buying it. But from what I've seen so far, I don't think that it's gonna have that many extra possibilities building wise, because you don't have a whole lot of colors, and you can only build certain kind of houses now. Now you see me trying to put archways on the top, but that didn't work, so I thought, well, maybe columns then. but I didn't like the columns. So I thought, well, then maybe we'd move objects to a place. But then I got an extra tile, so I think, well, might end up doing something with that tile. So we end up building a little balcony just to have that extra tile looked after. And I do tend to use the move objects on sheet, but not that often, because I genuinely don't really like it, because then everything shuts to each other, and that's not, well, I don't really like that. Here you're trying to see me figuring out a floor plan for upstairs. There are gonna be 3 bedrooms, 1 master and 2 for the children, and 2 bathrooms also, 'cause I always tend to play with bigger families, and then it's always nice to have that extra bathroom when you're trying to get everybody ready in the morning. And this is one of those custom content proofs. I don't know how I got. I do kind of know how I got it, because I always used to download houses for my custom content, because that's easier to download just a whole house filled with custom content and download every single piece of custom content on its own. And now we're picking out some wallpapers for the hallway. I'm gonna put in a little bit of a seating area at the front, so they don't have to always walk upstairs. Picking some wallpaper colors for the kitchen area, and then for the dining room. Trying to stick with a little bit of a terracotta Spanish color. So that it ends up looking like a bit of a Spanish house. Trying to match the tiles up. That's something that I would miss if I ever start playing The Sims 4. Being able to choose your own colors for everything. And I do wonder if they're ever gonna change that in The Sims 4. Which I don't think they will, but you never know. Normally I would use a lot of turquoise in my houses, or teal colors. So this is gonna be something different for me, building with a bit of orange in it. I was also trying to give it a little bit of a classic feel putting something nice on the dresser there, because it's in the end it should feel like it's a real home and not just something I built just to build something. Since I've been playing The Sims 3 again, I always tend to watch other people build houses on YouTube, and I thought, well, I could do that too. It doesn't seem that hard. The hardest part is now talking through the whole thing of the video, because talking is not really my best asset. I tend to be a bit shy in groups, so this is a big change for me. But it might help. You never know. And maybe you enjoy watching my videos of me playing The Sims. Now we move on to the kitchen. I did end up splitting this video into 2 parts, because otherwise you'd be watching me trying to talk for over almost 50 minutes, I believe it was. And I'm already not being great at talking to this video, so imagine if you have to listen to me for 50 minutes. So I think next week I'm gonna put up another Asylum Challenge Let's Play video, and then the week after the second video of this speed build. I never really use curtains, but these curtains did suit the house, the style of the house. So I thought, well, if I color them in the right color, then I could use them, just to give it that little bit extra feel. Because from all I've seen so far is that everybody in real houses uses curtains. So if you wanna your Sims house to look a little bit realistic, you should also use some curtains. So that's why now we're trying to decorate it a bit, so that it looks like it could be a real house, like there's a real family living there. One of my most used custom content things is one of my ceiling lights. It's like this little spot, but it lights up the room really well. In the beginning of the video you saw me putting them in so that the room would be a little bit brighter while I was building in it. But now we're taking them all out and putting in some real lighting. Oh, and there we go for the second part. I didn't build this house in one go, because it's a lot of building. Excuse me. So I did end up building it in several parts, but I put it all together. And now we're starting up at the upstairs, picking some nice wall papers to put on, color them in the right colors, because that's always the tricky part. Making sure that it all matches. And now we're starting with the first children's room. I think this is gonna be the boys' room, but of course you can change it, because a girl could sleep in a boys' room too if she was into cars. You never know. This is me trying to decide on the color of the doors of the dresser here. I really wanted to go with some nice red and blues in this room. This is supposedly could be for a teen or a little bit older child, because I'm gonna put in a computer. And a little TV with a game console, so the kid could play some games if he wanted to. A nice rug under the bed. Because the whole of the house is like this wooden flooring, so it would be nice if you had a rug under your bed so you don't step on to the cold wooden floor. And now we're moving on to the girl bedroom. And this is gonna be for like a child, like a younger child. Changing the bed coverings to something that is more for a girl, bit of pink in there. And I did use the same bedside table and the same lamp. And just putting in some basic things for a kid. Dollhouse and a mini oven so they can bake some muffins. I think it's almost done, this room now. I don't know where we're moving on to, but we shall see in a second where we move on to. Oh, then we're gonna do the toilet downstairs. And I did end up using the same kind of stuff in the bathrooms all over the house. So that it all looks like it was built at the same time. Because that's usually what happens if you build a kitchen. You can use the same counters all over the house. And a nice little painting above the toilet, if I can find it. And some windows, of course, some curtains for the windows, because you don't want everybody to see into what you're doing in the bathroom. I'm using some stuff from the Believe World Avengers stuff pack. Trying to color the tiles in a good color to make it seem like it could be real. And then we move out to the little balcony at the front. Put in some benches so they can sit outside if they want. Oh, it's inside outside. Because it's open, but it has a roof on top of it. And here we put in the little bit of open ceiling so that you can see down to the hallway. And here we put in the lounge room. Where they can watch some TV if they want to. Or read a book, because there are gonna be some bookcases after I decide on what color I want the chairs to be. This is gonna take me a lot of time. I remember me in this build trying to figure out how I can put all those chairs there without it looking very strange. So we end up putting it like this, I believe. Something along these lines. Put in some plants in. Nice painting on the wall. Another bookcase, because you could never have too many bookcases. And now figuring out what we put on the table. almost done with the video, so I'm gonna end this part now. I hope you enjoy watching it, and if you want to, you can leave a comment or subscribe to my channel. So I'm planning on just posting every Tuesday. I don't know if this is going up on a Tuesday, but I hope so. And then I will speak to you the next time. And I hope you have a lovely day where you are. Goodbye.